welcome to this episode of Superior Angling. I'm super excited. It is March and we are here on Lake Michigan chasing brown trout. We have Lance in the boat, we have Jeff from Gator Tackle, and we have Busker, and it's going to be a fun day chasing browns on Green Bay and Lake Michigan. So it is very cold right now. It's early morning, but we have temps at 30 degrees and it's snowing. This area right here that we are in was ice a mere 4 or 5 days ago. So we are kind of one of the first people to be here in a boat, which is a good thing because right at ice out brown trout, kind of like fishing browns on Lake Superior in the Bayfield to Duluth area, is very good. We're hoping it's going to be good here today. What's our plan, buddy? We're running boards and stick baits right now, shallow water. What do you look for?
That's right, warm water, just temperature breaks and clarity breaks. That's about it. Try different colors. They never really seem to be too picky, so try a bunch of stuff out and see what works, and then maybe stop at a hole and cast.
Cool. Yeah, it's too cold to cast right now. It's nice to have your hands in your pockets and troll, but you can definitely cast for these fish. These fish are accessible, you know, numerous different ways, but we're opting to troll right now. Just get a bunch of lines in the water, keep our hands in our warm pockets, and hopefully cover some ground and find an active pod of fish. There's a lot of dead area out here this time of year, but there are pockets that have a lot of fish in them, so that's what we're hoping to find and intersect. Stick with us. It's going to be a good one.
Okay, so as you can see here, the water's pretty clear. So what you got to do is run your boards and your baits extremely far behind the boat. Your baits behind the board real far, so they don't pick off your planer boards here. It's more discreet.
There's a fish. Beauty. That feels like a good one. Middle board, right next to shore. It took a little bit to get that first one to bite, but we have it on. Your first fish is always the hardest fish. Feels like a good one, buddy.
That's right.
Oh, there's another one. Inside.
You want it?
Is that a double? That is. That's a daily double. Yeah, daily double. I love it. This is madness. Look at this fish. It's going nuts. This is what you wait for, though. Like, you know, we troll for maybe an hour. Not a sign of life. Like, you wouldn't think there's a fish here, but then you get into that spot, like we were mentioning earlier, and it's a double. So you just got to have that patience and persistence this time of year, especially when it's cold like this. Like, it's not nice weather conditions out here right now. Your fish, I think, is a lot heavier than mine.
We're gonna have a tangle here.
Yeah, it's chaos. It's chaos. That's what you want. If there's not chaos, you know, you're not in the fish. This one's running. This is brown trout, man. Look at that fish go. Oh, my hands are freezing.
That was awesome.
It's windy, it's snowy, but we got brown trout on the line, man. It's just finding early season, whether you're on here on Lake Michigan or Lake Superior, it's finding that early season when the water's cold.
Outside board.
That could another fish.
Yeah, that's another fish.
That's a triple. We're just gonna let that one be. But early season like this, when the water's cold, your fish are really grouped up tight together. They're gonna get your board off, so you really have to.
I can get it. I get my board.
There's so much dead water. You just gotta fish all the dead water until you intersect that area where your fish are loaded. Cold water congregates fish. There's no doubt about that, especially in March. I mean, this area was ice a few days ago.
There we go. I'm gonna sneak on this side of you here.
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
Ooh, this thing is alive and well.
You got a good fish. You got a good fish.
He is not happy. He feels that hook in his face.
I wouldn't be happy either.
This is what you fish for right here.
Yeah, it is. It's what you want. It's what you want.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Hey, he's a pretty good sized fish, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, I think yours is big. I think yours is big.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Saw a big square tail going like that, dancing on the water. Oh, dude, this is a pretty big fish.
Yeah, yours is big. Holy cow, you see that thing? Dude, it's huge.
Dude, it's a big fish.
Huge. It's huge. I should just like cut my line and focus on yours because that's a massive fish.
No, we got her.
And he swam into that middle board. We're gonna have a mess on our hands.
This is a big fish, really long, really long
color
fish.
Too, hey.
Oh, here we go. We're making some headway on her. Oh yeah, she's coming straight to the boat, boys.
There's one of them, man. There's one. That's a good fish, but wait till we see this other one.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a teener.
Oh, that's a giant.
That's a teener. There she is, right there. Don't turn your head down like that.
That's big.
Don't like it when you do that. Just does not want to move, dude. They're right under the water. Nope.
That's huge.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Nice fish. Really nice fish.
Holy buckets. That is a toad.
All right, that was a big fish. We got our third one on. Let's get this one in the boat. We'll take a look at what we got.
Just had a triple, and our second one was huge. This feels like a pretty good one too. Just went a lot of time not catching anything, and we hit a pot of them, and wow, look at the colors on this one.
Oh, baby.
Yep. Triple. Woohoo! Heck yeah. That's a big one too.
Look at how we came in.
That's awesome. That one was dragging back there for a while too.
Beautiful.
Heck yeah. Look at that. Sweet. Take a look at that brown. Beautiful colors on their characteristics. Tail's a little chopped up there. But let's take a look at Grant's and Lance's fish. Lance's fish is huge. There she goes. Just right on bottom right there. Look at that. That's sick.
Look at these fish, man. Holy Hannah. This here is a big brown, but look at this thing. That's a giant, buddy.
Yep.
I mean, that's in the teen pound range.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah, I would say 16 pounder.
That's a big brown, man. And that one hit the Gator Bait, 150, Bengal tiger color. I mean, getting down there 4 or 5 feet in the water column is all. That's a slob. Oh man, these fish are incredible. Just the power, the fight. Look at the hook jaw on this one. Character, cold weather, windy, nasty, big browns. This is what March fishing is all about. Let's get these big girls back. As we get reset here, we're putting lines back out anywhere from 50 to 120 feet back on our boards. Luckily those fish were in a little bit darker water, but we're gonna get, your planer boards are definitely a tool that you need to utilize in this situation. If you're running them straight behind your bait, straight behind the boat, you're probably not gonna catch as many fish as you could using boards. For the past couple of years, I've been using these Gator boards. I love them. We have the owner Jeff here with us. Great board, buddy. I love it. I mean, I'm super happy with how they fish. They come standard with the tattle flag. I love the clips. They fish very well.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. These boards, they come standard with the twist lock clip, which is great for both mono and braid. All you do is put the line in, pinch it shut, it holds down. The rear clip has a pin in it. You put the line behind the pin, so that way you can never lose your board. Comes with lights if we're night fishing, reflective tape. Throw it out. They balance perfectly. Open the bail, let them run out to the side, put it in the rod holder. We can set our second board and get them moving. All right, we're hooked up. Outside board screaming back. Hopefully this is a nice one. This is my first Great Lakes brown. I'm really excited. He's still pulling back, board sinking.
All right, man.
All right, yeah, he took a massive run in the beginning. He's letting
did.
up a little bit
there
now.
He is. Not
Steering
a
him
monster,
in.
but it's going to be a good fish, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him fighting off.
He's scrapping.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him barrel rolling.
It's a pretty one. I'd say that's your average size of that 3, 4, 5 pound
Yeah.
range.
And it's only appropriate that my first Great Lakes Brown is on a gator bait.
Yeah,
Here it is.
right?
We doubled down in the Bengals coming in.
That's crazy. There's something to
Look
that.
at the color.
One can be a fluke, but two is a theory.
Yep.
And these gator baits in that Bengal tiger color, that's 2 fish now. I mean, that's, what are the chances, huh? I love it. Let's
Yeah.
take a look at this fish. There we go, man. I love it.
Yeah,
There's
beautiful
something to
fish.
the gator bait, and that's a perfect eating size for out here. Those bigger fish just probably aren't very good eating. We want to release them, help the fishery, but a fish like this in that 3, 4 pound range is delicious
Yeah,
table
absolutely.
fare. But baits, small baits, we're running a lot of natural colors, but this bait here in that Bengal tiger color stands out, but it's a smaller profile with a tighter wobble, right?
Yep, correct. Yeah,
So-
a lot of tail action on these. Great in cold water.
Yep.
Do really well.
Cold water, clear water like we are in now. There's little pockets of stained water that these fish are coming out of. The pockets of water aren't very big at all, but you really want to focus on baits with a tighter wobble. And then this Bengal tiger, for whatever reason, is hot right now. So 50% of our fish have come on that bait. We might have to get another one of those out there. But what a fish! It's starting to get good. This day, the fish are keeping us warm on this cold March day. All right, this wind is finally calming down. The forecast shows that come 3, 4 p.m. there's going to be no wind. So we have a full tank of gas and a lot of water to explore. We're going to leave this area, get this Lund on plane, head north because there's a lot of good structure and good bays and good areas to hit a little ways away from here. So this area is good to us. We had a blast, but it's time to burn some fuel. Fish on, fish on. It's a good one. Just that little move and it paid off. It wasn't 5 minutes and fish on. So that goes to show you, and we weren't 100% confident. We pulled into this area and the water's clear. Initially we were like, this is too clear. We don't really like this, but before we could reel in and get out of here, this rod went. So it's a good thing because this looks like a good fish.
Yeah, it does.
There's ice, a lot of ice. I mean, we're dodging icebergs. It's like, it's March. March is in full force and these fish are hungry. So the sun came out, our wind kind of died, and it feels like a whole new day.
Yeah.
But our fish are still biting. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Now again, we're just targeting small little bays along this Green Bay shoreline, and you're just gonna bounce around. Once you're gonna leave here, we're gonna bounce up to the next one. There's just, again, we're not fishing structure, we're not fishing reefs, we're not fishing drop-offs. This kind of shallow water is what you wanna look for. Because that shallow water is gonna warm up the fastest, it's gonna attract, bait, and in your bays is where, if you're gonna get runoff, it's where that runoff is gonna happen. So
I'll get your board here.
grab the gator board for us.
That's the beauty of these boards too, is that if a guy's out fishing by himself, they're easy to just snap off.
All right. She wants to go. Yeah, these gator boards are a treat to fish with. She's not happy. She's not happy. We're losing ground, man.
Oh no.
We're losing ground. This is a big fish,
This is a
man.
big fish, dude.
That's a big, big fish.
That is a big fish.
She's going.
Oh no.
Oh,
no,
wow.
no, no.
Barely hooked. I
Yeah.
can't look at this. I can't look at this.
I think my heart's pumping probably as hard as yours.
Oh, it's barely hooked, man. Dude, this is not good.
I don't like this at all. Ooh.
Here.
Uh-oh. Come on, don't turn your head like that.
Well, I think we got another hook in there, which is good. Okay, neutral. Holy cow, man. These fish don't quit.
No.
These fish don't quit. This could be our chance right here.
Yep.
We got her. Oh my gosh.
That's a nice fish.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's a huge brown. That is what spring fishing is all about. What a tank. Lake Michigan, man. Magic happens in March. No matter what body of water you're on. My heart is going. She was barely hooked. That makes the whole day right there. A huge brown trout. Gorgeous colors. I'm speechless. Look at this fish, man. This is a big special fish, so I want to be very careful with it. We're going to take it out, get a quick look at it, and then release her. But this is like a brown trout of 5 or 10 years for someone like myself who doesn't come here very often. Wow. That there is a trophy caliber brown. Absolute gorgeous colors. I am speechless. I'm shaking. That's a heavy, heavy, heavy fish. Well into that 16, 17 pound range. Huge brown trout. Gorgeous fish. What a memory that is. Let's get her back. Look at that. Down she goes. Our day is made. That move paid off. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. That's by far probably the biggest brown trout of my life. I mean, what a fish.
All right, we just hooked up inside board. You can see it splashing around back there. It looks like a really nice fish. Oh man, I can't even make way on this one yet. He's just got the board buried. Oh man, this thing's staying down. We're bringing it in, we got what, 30 feet, and it's still just pitched straight down. This is a big fish. Yeah, big, big head shakes.
Holy cow, man.
Woo! Oh my gosh. He's just barrel rolling on the surface now. These things don't give up. You're swimming with the boat. He's about to pass us. That's a tanker. That is a tanker. Oh. There he is. Wow. All right. Yeah. What a tank. All right, buddy. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. Holy smokes. Talk about a fish of a lifetime. Look at the color. Look at the belly. This thing is just huge. He's got a lamprey mark right there, but not the longest fish ever, but look how fat it is. I mean, obviously they're eating good in here. This is just a tremendous fishery. Green back, beautiful color. Wow.
All right, as we kind of wrap up our day here on Lake Michigan, a few keys to success were, number one, just using straight monofilament line, 12, 14, maybe even 16 pound test. Your fish out here do get big, but mono line and shallow diving lures. The Rapala original floating minnow, that black and silver color was hot. And then the Gator tackle, small little crankbait, was also very hot in that Bengal tiger color. So two completely opposite lures. One is more natural color, one's bright color, but it's good to run opposites because you never know what the fish are gonna want on a daily basis. So those are two proven lures that I would definitely have confidence in if we come back. So that's in the same shallow, targeting shallow water, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of water. There's really no need to be much deeper than that. But that's where those browns are this time of year when your main water temp out in the lake is 38, 39 degrees. It's cold, so target shallows, try to find some murky, some stained water. But what a bite we experienced today, buddy. That was a lot of fun. How does this stay throughout the, I know like spring is kind of your peak time, right, for browns?
Yep, that's correct.
And it kind of peters out throughout the summer as that water gets warm.
Yeah, it tapers off pretty quick. A lot of it has to do with how much sunlight we get, and how fast the water column heats up. But yeah, it's a short window. It's a sprint for sure, but there's a lot of fish to be had and a lot of fun to be had.
Right. I mean, just take advantage of early season like this, ice out. You're one of the first boats out here. You're going to be in for a fun time like we've had today. But shallow diving lures, some mono rods, some Gator planer boards. You are in for a fun time. From all of us here at Superior Angling, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.